Listen to me carefully. We are living in the most distracted generation in human history. Your phone is fighting for your focus. Social media is fighting for your attention. Notifications are stealing your dreams one vibration at a time. And the truth is, it's not lack of talent that's stopping you. It's not lack of opportunity. It's lack of discipline. In the age of distraction, discipline is the ultimate advantage. The world belongs to the focused. Let me ask you something. How many hours a day are you giving to your future? And how many are you giving to scrolling, watching, reacting? Because whatever you feed grows. If you feed distraction, you grow average. If you feed focus, you grow unstoppable. 2026 is not going to reward the busiest people. It's going to reward the most disciplined. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. It's waking up when you said you would. It's working when you don't feel like it. It's choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure. Most people wait to feel motivated. Winners act first, and motivation follows action. Your mind is like a muscle. If you let it chase every notification, it becomes weak. If you train it to stay locked in, it becomes powerful. Master your morning, you master your day. Master your day, you master your year. Master your year, you master your life. You don't need more time. You need fewer distractions. Here's the truth. Focus is a decision. Discipline is a habit. Greatness is a result. If you want to win 2026, you must declare war on distraction. Delete the apps that drain you. Set boundaries. Create non-negotiable routines. Protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. The person who controls their mind controls their destiny. And the moment you stop being a slave to impulses, the moment you say, I am in charge of my focus, everything changes. Your confidence grows. Your results improve. Your identity shifts. You don't rise to your goals. You rise to your standards. So raise them. Raise your standard for focus. Raise your standard for discipline. Raise your standard for who you believe you are. 2026 is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters, consistently. The distracted will complain. The disciplined will win. The choice is yours. Decide today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. No more excuses. No more waiting. No more, I'll start later. Master your mind. Own your focus. Win your year. Because when you control your attention, you control your future. And that's where real power begins. Let me tell you something powerful. Distraction is not harmless. It is not neutral. It is a silent thief. Every time your focus shifts from what truly matters to something meaningless, you are not just losing seconds, you are losing momentum. And success is built on momentum. We live in a world designed to hijack your attention. Every scroll, every notification, every breaking update is competing for the most valuable asset you own, your focus. And once your focus is broken, your power is broken. Here's the truth. You cannot build a powerful future with a distracted mind. Success demands depth. Distraction keeps you shallow. When you constantly switch tasks, check your phone, or react to everything around you, your brain never enters a state of mastery. You stay busy, but not productive. Active, but not effective. And the worst part? Distraction feels comfortable. It feels easy. It feels normal. But winners understand something different. They protect their attention like their life depends on it, because it does. The moment you take control of your focus, you take control of your results. And the moment you eliminate distraction, you unlock your true potential. That's where real success begins. Listen carefully. Talent is common. Ideas are common. Even ambition is common. But discipline? That's rare. And in 2026, the rare skill wins. Everyone wants success. Everyone talks about goals. Everyone says they're hungry. But very few people are willing to do the boring, repetitive, uncomfortable actions every single day without applause. That's where you separate yourself. Discipline means showing up when you're tired. It means executing when you don't feel inspired. It means staying committed long after the excitement fades. Most people are controlled by their moods. Disciplined people control their actions regardless of their moods. That's power. When you become disciplined, you become predictable, in the best way possible. Predictable effort, predictable growth, predictable results. And over time, that consistency compounds. While others are starting and stopping, you're building momentum. While others are distracted, you're sharpening your edge. While others quit, you advance. Discipline removes competition because most people won't sustain it. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to be the most gifted. You just need to outlast and outwork through consistency. In a distracted world, discipline is dominance. Make it your identity, and 2026 won't stand a chance against you. 5. Understand this principle deeply. Your life is a reflection of what you consistently feed. If you feed doubt, insecurity grows. If you feed distraction, weakness grows. If you feed excuses, limitation grows. But if you feed focus, power grows. If you feed discipline, strength grows. If you feed belief, confidence explodes. Your mind is like fertile soil. It does not judge what you plant. It simply multiplies it. So what are you planting every single day? Are you feeding your mind with negativity, comparison, and endless scrolling? Or are you feeding it with growth, knowledge, and purposeful action? Because whatever you give energy to becomes stronger. When you wake up and immediately grab your phone, you're feeding reaction. When you wake up and move your body, set intentions, and attack your goals, you're feeding progress. Small daily inputs create massive long-term outputs. Success is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built in thousands of small decisions about what you choose to nourish. Feed your vision. Feed your habits. Feed your standards. Starve your distractions. Starve your fears. Starve your excuses. The direction of your life changes the moment you become intentional about what you allow to grow. Choose wisely, because what you feed today becomes who you are tomorrow. Let's redefine discipline right now. Most people think discipline is restriction. They think it's pressure. They think it's forcing yourself to suffer. That's not discipline. Discipline is a declaration. I value myself too much to live below my potential. Every time you say you're going to wake up early and you hit snooze, what are you really doing? You're breaking trust with yourself. And when you break trust with yourself repeatedly, your confidence weakens. But when you keep your word, even in small things, something powerful happens. Your identity shifts. You start seeing yourself as someone reliable, in control. Self-respect is built through kept promises. Going to the gym when you don't feel like it? That's self-respect. Turning off distractions to work on your goals? That's self-respect. Choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort? That's self-respect. Discipline says, my future matters more than my feelings in this moment. And the more you act from that place, the more your standards rise. Confidence doesn't come from motivation. It comes from evidence. Evidence that you do what you say. When you become disciplined, you don't just change your habits, you elevate your identity. And when your identity changes, your entire life follows. Here's the truth most people never admit. Waiting to feel motivated is a trap. Motivation doesn't appear magically. It doesn't knock on your door. It doesn't arrive because you feel like it. Motivation is a byproduct, a reward of action. The moment you start moving toward your goal, something incredible happens. Energy rises. Confidence grows. Momentum builds. You don't wait for motivation, you create it. Think about it. The person who waits until they feel ready will always stay behind. The person who starts despite fear, despite doubt, despite discomfort, will always get ahead. Action sparks courage. Action sparks belief. Action sparks results. Motivation is not the starting point. Action is. And action is not always comfortable. It is not always glamorous. It requires persistence. It requires showing up when nobody is watching. The secret is simple. Don't wait for the mood. Don't wait for the inspiration. Decide. Every step you take feeds momentum. Every small win ignites motivation. And before long, what felt impossible becomes inevitable. What felt draining becomes exciting. What felt scary becomes your stepping stone. Take action today, and watch motivation chase you instead of the other way around. Listen closely. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever own, but it is also the most easily misused. Every day, you are bombarded with noise, opinions, distractions, and meaningless information. Left unchecked, your mind drifts. Your focus fragments. Your potential fades. Training your mind is not optional, it is survival. It is what separates those who succeed from those who settle for mediocrity. Just like a muscle, your mind grows stronger with deliberate practice. It grows sharper with consistent effort. It grows unstoppable when you commit to controlling it. Start with small victories: meditation, journaling, affirmations, visualization. Protect your attention. Feed your thoughts with clarity, purpose, and positivity. Resist the urge to react impulsively. Decide what matters, and let everything else fade into the background. Your brain is a magnet. It will absorb whatever you expose it to. Daily training creates habits of focus, resilience, and mental toughness. Over time, what once required effort becomes effortless. The disciplined mind sees opportunities others miss. The disciplined mind acts decisively when others hesitate. In a world full of distractions, a trained mind is your superpower. Strengthen it every single day, because how you train your mind today will define the results you achieve tomorrow. Your morning is not just the start of a day, it is the foundation of everything you will accomplish. How you begin sets the tone for your energy, focus, and decisions. A chaotic morning leads to a chaotic day. A controlled, intentional morning leads to unstoppable momentum. Winners don't wait for the day to happen to them, they create it. They wake up with purpose, clarity, and a plan. They move first, think clearly, and act decisively. Every habit you implement in the first hours compounds into the results you see at night. Start with what matters most: your health, your focus, your mindset. Move your body. Feed your mind. Visualize your goals. Decide the standards for how you will operate, and refuse to let distractions steal your energy. When you master your morning, you master control over your actions, your emotions, and your priorities. You stop reacting to the world and start designing it. Productivity skyrockets. Confidence grows. Momentum builds like a snowball rolling downhill, unstoppable, powerful, inevitable. Most people underestimate this power. They hit snooze, scroll endlessly, and wonder why life feels out of control. You can break that cycle. Take command of your mornings and your life will follow. The first hour of your day is a microcosm of the year you're creating. Make it intentional, make it unstoppable. Listen carefully. Success is never about luck or chance. It is about standards. The level of your life is determined by the level of the standards you set for yourself. Most people live below their potential because they accept less than they deserve. They tolerate mediocrity. They settle for good enough instead of insisting on excellence. And the world rewards only those who refuse to settle. Raising your standards is not about doing more for the sake of doing more. It's about demanding more from yourself, consistently, in every area that matters. Your focus, your health, your relationships, your work, your mindset. When you raise your standards, your identity changes. You stop making excuses. You stop waiting for permission. You start operating from a place of expectation, not hope. Your actions align automatically with the level of person you declare yourself to be. The universe responds to clarity and consistency. People notice discipline. Opportunities follow those who won't compromise on their values. Every decision becomes intentional. Every choice reflects your elevated expectations. Comfort becomes a rare visitor, and excellence becomes your habit. Raise your standards today. Don't just aim to achieve, aim to transform. Because the moment you demand more from yourself, the world has no choice but to deliver more to you. Here's the truth most people refuse to admit. Your energy is your most valuable currency. Every hour, every interaction, every distraction either builds you up or tears you down. Most people give away their energy to things that don't serve them. Constant notifications, negative people, endless scrolling, mindless entertainment. If you want to dominate 2026, you must protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. Eliminate anything and anyone that drains you. Say no to excuses, say no to time wasters, and say no to people who diminish your focus. Your attention and energy are finite. Invest them wisely. Notice how you feel after certain activities. Do they energize you or deplete you? Do they move you closer to your goals or pull you away? Make the conscious decision to prioritize growth, productivity, and meaningful connections over distraction and comfort. Energy drainers are silent saboteurs. They create frustration, anxiety, and delay in your progress. But when you remove them, clarity emerges. Focus sharpens. Motivation intensifies. Momentum skyrockets. The most successful people don't just work harder, they protect their inner power. They choose environments, habits, and influences that elevate them. Remember this: you can't control everything, but you can control what you allow to enter your mind and your life. Protect your energy. Guard your focus. Dominate your results. Here's the ultimate truth: your life is a direct reflection of where your attention goes. What you focus on grows. What you ignore shrinks. And most people are letting their attention be hijacked every single day by notifications, by noise, by other people's agendas. You cannot build the life you want if your mind is scattered. You cannot achieve extraordinary results if your focus is divided. Success is not about time. It's about attention. The person who controls their attention controls their actions, and the person who controls their actions controls their destiny. Every decision, every habit, every relationship is shaped by where you place your focus. When you intentionally direct your energy toward what matters, toward your goals, your growth, your mission, momentum begins to compound. Small actions taken consistently in the right direction create unstoppable results. But here's the kicker: attention is a choice. You can choose to be a passive consumer of your life, letting distractions steal your power. Or you can choose to be deliberate, disciplined, and focused, taking full responsibility for every thought and every action. The moment you master your attention, you unlock your potential. The moment you protect your focus, you shape your future. Your destiny is not written by circumstance, it's written by where you decide to put your mind.